Leaf Ward pleads guilty in the feds.
Leaf Ward, a rising rapper from Philadelphia, is now facing serious legal trouble that can land him behind bars for decades. His story is a complex mix of musical talent, street life struggles, and ultimately, a potential downfall. Leaf Ward, also known as Leaf or Leafy, grew up in West Philadelphia, around 52nd and Larchwood or Osage Ave, in an area known as Fiveland. His childhood was marked by hardship, as his father was incarcerated for 15 years when Leaf was a child, 15 years in the feds. He excelled in school and aspired to escape the streets through legitimate means. Despite graduating high school and enrolling in college with dreams of becoming a veterinarian, he found himself caught up in drama and violence, leading to academic struggles and eventually dropping out. Leaf had been involved with music in one way or the other since middle school and high school, freestyling for friends who heard his talent and encouraged him to pursue rapping. While in college, he released his first track, which gained significant attention, encouraging him to focus on music exclusively.
Man, bro, with the college?
Oh shit. It's Leaf. West Philly shit. Pair of newbies and some truies, Louis gripping on my toolie. All the bad bitches wanna do me, fuck it, we gon' make a movie. And I'm really from the jungle, all my niggas animals. Glizzy clip with Steph Curry, bullets look like Amber Rose. 52nd Street into the death for me. 100 plus killers round me, it's gonna be hard to get next to me.
Upon returning to Philadelphia from college, Leaf battled a severe Percocet addiction from 2012 to 2017, spending over $100,000 on the pills, according to him.
I used to abuse Percocets, you hear me? Like for 5 years. Nobody wouldn't say nothing to me, like, you feel me? And motherfuckers be scared and all that. When I was on Percs, bro, like, your face started looking dry, your physical appearance start changing, you look bad, your hair dry, you start not caring about the way you look, you just want to get high, you look bummy.
This addiction led him to stealing from his supportive mother, a turning point in their relationship that made him realize the need to get clean. Also, his desire to be with his longtime best friend who refused to date him until he addressed his addiction also motivated him to quit pills, according to Leaf in interviews.
Bro, my girl was my best friend, like, for damn near 10 years before we got together, bro. She the only person used to tell me, like, yo, like, you on some bullshit out here. Like, I used to go at her. She told me one time, like, yo, boy, like, you gotta get your shit together before you get me. I really got my shit together, bro. Like, that same year, bro, 2017, bro. And I got her. That's crazy. I put perks over my wife, they took over my life. She had no choice but to leave me. I told her that I'ma change, I ain't gonna stay the same. I couldn't blame, she ain't believe me, I know.
During this period, local old heads that were looking out for Leaf provided financial support for studio time, though Leaf often used money for drugs. In 2018, Leaf found himself incarcerated and unable to pay bail. Fellow Philadelphia rapper PNB Rock, who had risen to stardom over overcoming his own troubled past, stepped in to pay Leaf's bail, wanting to help him succeed.
Damn.
This act of kindness led to a friendship and a studio collaboration, significantly boosting Leaf's career.
Killers at my mind crib, they ain't got no aim. I ain't either, but I'm close, I don't miss, so I ain't ashamed. I said it out, love with the game. All the shit we done been through, I hope this love never change. Every day we be stressing, taking these lows for the pain.
Leaf's music, particularly his They Forgot series, gained him notoriety in Philadelphia. He was known for his raw and honest lyrics, often reflecting his personal struggles and the realities of street life.
I don't talk to God, he don't talk back. Got me thinking, is he really real? Toughest nigga in the hood told. Got me thinking, did he really squill? Hard times made me hard body. Shit was good, they was all by me. Told my story and they all copy. I see through him like an autopsy. I'm living.
Despite his growing success, Leaf couldn't escape the violence in Philadelphia. In one incident, he survived a drive-by shooting in which he was shot in his hand.
I've been shot one time in my hand.
And did that bullet go in and out of your hand?
No, it went in, bro. That shit was stuck in my hand, and I had some fragments over here. It went through my 2 fingers. I was driving. That shit came through the windshield, ripped through my fingers, and hit me in my palm.
The bullet's been removed?
Yeah, it got removed the same day. I mean, I was bitching, bro. That shit hurt, bro. Real rap. It hurt more Cause I got hit in the nerve, you feel me? So I felt that shit up my whole arm, bro. Like, oh bullshit, the worst pain I ever felt in my fucking life. But I'm glad it hit me right there. I was driving like this. My hand went right there. Shit would've smacked me in my face. I wouldn't even be here. I was on like a one-way block, driving. My left hand, my other hand, I'm in my phone in front of my face. I ain't really looking, I ain't really driving, I'm rolling because there's a stop sign coming up. Bro, I just heard them Jones. Boom. First John hit me in my hand. I look up, motherfucker, like right where you at, bro. Throwing them John, I'm thinking I'm cooked, bro, but niggas can't shoot.
This event is believed to be connected to the city's intricate gang wars. Leaf's affiliation with Tasker Street, a gang with its own set of rivals, further entangled him in these dangerous situations and conflicts. He publicly addressed the shooting in his music, showcasing the constant threat of violence he faced and perpetuated.
I threw 14 shots, only hit me once in my hand. Them niggas was missing. They know they fucked up, they supposed to walk me down. They did, cause niggas was bitching.
Despite relocating to Atlanta in 2021 to escape the dangers of Philly, Leaf eventually returned to his hometown. Shortly before his arrest, he experienced the tragic loss of his manager, Rondo, who was shot and killed in Puerto Rico. In fact, I'm making a full video on that situation in the coming future. Let me know if that's something you want to see down in the comments. Rondo played a pivotal role in Leaf's career, even going as far as paying $30,000 for a feature with rapper G Herbo.
Bro, that shit, niggas set that shit up, bro. That shit was supposed to be 5 bands, bro. I'm at the studio and shit. They like, no, that shit $30,000. I told him, oh, sorry for wasting y'all time. My fault. Got my man with me. He like, bro, you want to pay the 30? He said, bro said that 30 ain't shit. I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't letting you pay $30,000, bro. Me and bro going back and forth for like fucking 5 minutes. They left. Bro said, fuck me, pushed me out of his way, ran outside, knocked on their truck door. He said, he'll tell her we won it. He said, telling right is the best fucking bars. My man, double R.
The circumstances surrounding Rondo's death remain unclear, with rumors suggesting that he was involved in selling drugs and other things in the street beyond music management. This loss deeply affected Leaf, who admitted that the pain of losing loved ones never truly fades. In August of 2023, Leaf Ward was arrested in Philly after being caught with a stolen vehicle. During the arrest, he attempted to discard a loaded Glock pistol equipped with a conversion switch, turning it into an illegal machine gun, according to the FBI. Khalif Ward, or Leaf, agreed to plead guilty in the Eastern District of Pennsylvania to counts 1 and 2 of the indictment, charging him with possession of a machine gun in violation of 18 U.S.C. Statute 922-0 and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon in violation of 18 U.S.C. Section 922G, all stemming from him possessing a loaded machine gun in Upper Marion Township on August 16, 2023. So, in order for the government to prosecute you with these crimes, for the first count, possession of a machine gun, they have to establish that the defendant possessed a machine gun and that the defendant did so knowingly. The government must prove that the defendant knew the firearms had characteristics of a machine gun, in this case, a switch. The term machine gun means any weapon which
That's what I thought. I assumed that was a switch charge, but I didn't know if it was something else.
In this case, a switch. The term machine gun means...
I ain't lie, Lil Osama got what, like a couple years off of like a switch charge? 14 months?
Any weapon which shoots, is designed to shoot, or can be readily restored to shoot automatically more than one shot without manual reloading by a single function of the trigger. The term shall also include the frame or receiver of any such weapon, any part designed and intended solely and exclusively, or combination of parts designed and intended for use in converting a weapon into a machine gun, and any combination of parts from which a machine gun can be assembled if parts are in possession or under the control of a person. Basically, if you have a gun and you in any way convert it to fire more than one shot with one pull of the trigger, they consider that a machine gun. So a switch converter put on the back definitely falls under that definition according to the government. Leaf was also charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm. To prove that, the government must prove that the defendant had been convicted of a felony, that is, a crime punishable by imprisonment for a term exceeding 1 year. Your crime had to be punishable by more than a year in jail for this rule to apply to you. Also, the defendant must be aware that he had been convicted of such crime. So if for some reason you have dementia or some sort of memory loss, this might be one of your defenses in this situation. Also, they have to prove that after the conviction of the felony, the defendant knowingly possessed a firearm or ammunition, and that the firearm or ammunition was or affecting interstate commerce. On count 1 of the indictment, charging him with possession of a machine gun, the maximum term of imprisonment is 10 years, followed by 3 years of supervised release and a $2,500 fine. And this is the maximum, like I said. On count 2, possession of a firearm by a felon, the maximum term of imprisonment is 15 years, followed by 3 years of supervised release and a $2,500 fine, for a total of 25 years, 3 years of supervised release, and a $500,000 fine. That's the maximum Leaf could face in this situation. Now, in all likelihood, Leaf isn't going to do 25 years, obviously, but this shows the severeness of carrying around an illegal gun with a switch. People carry illegal guns for all sorts of reasons. Most of the time, it's for protection. Leaf and people like him with felony convictions are caught between a rock and a hard place in Philly. If you follow the law and don't carry a weapon on you as a convicted felon, then you can become a victim. If you don't want to be caught without needing protection, you have to carry an illegal firearm. And this, in my opinion, is what happened with Leaf. On the night in question, I don't think he was out on a mission with his illegal gun and planning to use it. I think he had it on him for protection, and he was out to eat with his girl, and then this followed. On August 16, 2023, Leaf took a stolen vehicle to the Bahama Breeze restaurant in the King of Prussia Mall. Officers doing detail in the parking lot ran the registration for the car, which came back stolen out of Philadelphia. Law enforcement called the rental company, and the representative stated that the car was not returned for over 2 weeks and was reported stolen. The detectives then began the process of towing the vehicle. While the car was in the process of being towed, Leaf exited the restaurant with his girlfriend. I guess he might have saw the commotion from inside or saw whatever was going on from inside. Ward began running toward the truck until he saw uniformed police officers and the marked police vehicle. He then began sprinting back towards the restaurant. Before he ran back into the restaurant, officers noticed that he was wearing a distinctive red baseball hat with gold letters. Officers chased Ward into the restaurant and through the kitchen until he was apprehended behind the restaurant. While Leaf was fleeing through the restaurant, according to the officers, he put a loaded Glock pistol into the trash can and threw his hat nearby as well. A restaurant employee saw Leaf put the firearm into the trash can. Leaf and the employee were the only people in the area of the kitchen at the time, according to the police report. This employee gave a statement to police and also identified Leaf in a show-up identification less than 5 minutes after he saw Leaf put the gun in the trash can. Leaf was inside the police cruiser at the time of the ID. Ward's arrest, the recovery of the firearm, and the identification.
No, I think he ran out there and was like, oh shit, they towed my car away. And it was like, oh shit. And it's like, he was already running towards the car, not knowing that there was police there. So it's like, he might as well just run back and run away.
Was all captured on body cam footage. Pictures of the recovery of the firearm and Leaf Ward's hat were also captured.
Damn.
A firearms examiner from Montgomery County detectives and Leaf Ward's hat were also captured. A firearms examiner from Montgomery County detectives examined the firearm recovered from the trash can. The examiner determined that the factory plate on the back of the gun had been replaced with a Glock conversion switch. The examiner test-fired the weapon with the switch and determined that the firearm was fully automatic.
Damn.
This was the evidence the feds were going to use at trial against Leaf. This incident, coupled with his prior felony conviction for gun possession in 2019, had Leaf looking at 20 years fed time, as I said earlier, if this case went to trial. Instead, Leaf agreed to plead guilty to possession of a machine gun and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, facing a stipulated sentence around 46 months. So that's almost 4 years, and with time served, Leaf might be out by the end of 2025, maybe. On July 10, 2019, Leaf Ward was previously convicted of a felony possession of a firearm not to be carried without a license and sentenced to a term of 11.5 months to 24 months in prison. This case highlights the tragic reality of many young artists caught between the allure of street life and their artistic aspirations. Leaf Ward's story serves as a cautionary tale of the dangers of staying entangled in the streets even when the success seems within reach. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you liked it enough to subscribe to the channel, please do that as well. It really helps the channel more.
So bro got 4 years for the possession charge, and still gotta see what he get for the machine gun charge. Should have played it cool and owned the car. Shaking my head. Yeah, rentals is crazy. Paying you hear about 30K for anything is nasty. That is crazy, bro. Like, before the type of artist that G-Herbo would just fuck with, just off the strength of his music. Damn. Have to get him and his family. Damn, Leaf is a perfect example of the music we all love, degrading our minds and derailing many of us from what we're meant to be doing. Damn, bro, excelled in school, went to college, and then wanted to be a veterinarian. That's crazy. Nah, he said no, they said when they chased him, he ran back into the restaurant, through the kitchen, and then eventually caught him in the back of the restaurant. So on his way running, he was like, they're probably gonna catch me no matter what. So I just don't want this bitch on me. So I he threw it in the trash can. I don't know why he threw the hat. Maybe it was on some like, oh, it's a fucking bright ass red hat. Let me just throw this bitch away and try to get out through the back. And maybe they catch me a block or two down. But hey, at least it's off me.